Hey everybody, it is patch note time for the November update of 2023, and we are all in black. So the update starts on November 6th at your normal update times. And yeah, so we will have a lot of Black Friday content here in this update. And before we get started, this is the Redeemer code, which I will have links to down below, and it will get you 5 Shadow Camos and 2 Pirate Camos. So that kind of leads me to believe there might be some pirate content coming up here, because they do have the pirate camos. So we will just have to wait and see. But here is a quick rundown of the cliff notes of the patch. So here are the highlights. So Black Friday, new ships and discounts. So Black Friday every year is always a big deal. In World of Warships Legends, there are a lot of good items to be had with the Black Friday content, so you're going to want to check that out kind of closely. We're going to have fleet battles started. It is the inaugural season, so it'll be interesting to see how that goes. And then the campaign is the Divine Region campaign, and it features the battleship Heisen. I believe that's a Japanese Tier 8 battleship. Then there will be a hololive production calendar. Not really sure what that is. I guess we'll check into that. 3 Brawl Seasons, which are kind of cool. I really do like Brawl. And then the British alternative battleships that were in early access this past update are now in full access to be researchable in the British Battleship Tech Tree line, and there is more as usual. So first up is Black Friday ships and deals, and new black ships and sweet deals await. We'll tell you more in a dedicated article in the coming days. So apparently it will be headlined by the Turpits, probably all in black. So, and that will be at the start of the update. Next is the hololive production calendar, and here's a picture of it, and let's see what this is. Looks like you're going to be getting a bunch of commander guises. Let me see, our 4-week plus 1 catch-up week. So the calendar will run 4 weeks. This has been kind of normal, and then there will be 1 final week to catch up on any dates that you missed. You'll be able to unlock any days with a modest amount of doubloons. All right, next is a Divine Region campaign with the Tier 8 Japanese battleship Heisen. Heisen is here, this huge Japanese Tier 8 battleship, premium battleship with hard-hitting guns, is the ultimate reward of the Divine Region campaign. Follows the classic format of 100 milestones over 5 weeks of missions with the catch-up mechanic enabled. And let's check out the rewards without Admiralty backing. You get 50 common boosters, 8 Imperial Japanese Navy camos, 6 Pirate camos, 350,000 research points, 125,000 Commander XP, 750,000 credits, 7,500 global XP, 10 promotion orders and insignia accommodation, a week of premium account, 2 fall big crates, a Black Friday crate, a treasure chest 23 crate looks like, and a Japanese commander crate. A patch background and a patch symbol. Value of the rewards is right around $60. Additional rewards with a 2,500 doubloon Admiralty backing, that's $10. In addition to all the previous rewards, you will also get 50 rare boosters, 12 Imperial Japanese Navy camos, 14 Pirate camos, 1,400,000 research points, 325,000 Commander XP, 2.25 million silver credits, 37,500 global XP, 35 more promotion orders, 4 insignias and commendations each, 750 doubloons, 5 fall big crates, a Black Friday crate, a treasure chest, commemorative flag, Admiralty backing special weekly mission rewarding Renown points, and of course the Japanese Tier 8 premium battleship Heisen. Total value of the rewards with Admiralty backing is 75,000 doubloons. That is over 280, probably $300 is what that is valued at. And next is the debut of the fleet battles, and you can compete against other fleets in 5-player divisions. So they were kind of checking out the 5-player divisions during the Halloween event, but this will happen each Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday during the new update, and they will provide more info in a dedicated article next week. So look forward to that. We've also changed the fleet enhancement system. Port of Steel now has an additional 4th and 5th upgrade slots. The Steel was only 3 upgrade slots, so now there's going to be 5, while all other enhancements will have an additional 5th level. Upgrade costs have been altered as well, and you will see a new daily wins for oil counter. Plus, oil acquisition has slightly changed. You'll now receive 15 instead of 10 oil for each win. That's good. But you'll only receive 10 instead of 20 oil for each crate that you obtain. So, I don't know. Yeah, it kind of seems like they were giving out a lot of oil for crates, is how I interpret that. Meanwhile, training rooms can now be password protected. That is good, meaning you can be specific about who can join you in any rooms you create. So when you open up a training room, instead of having everyone just come in, you can have a password that you can only give out to specific people. I guess that's good. Feature is not available in mobile versions of Legends, and we have the new alternate battleships in full access, as we mentioned earlier, and this brings with it the arrival of the Tier 8 battleship battlecruiser Duncan. It has the full availability of the new line of Royal Navy battleships in the tech tree, so go research them. The mix of big guns, high speed, and new turning torpedoes offers unique gameplay possibilities. And if you want to know more about them, there's a link right here that you can click on. I'll have a link to the patch notes in the details of this video. Next is Brawl. 3 seasons await you with tweaked rules for each season, including the return of no torpedo destroyer fights. So it'll be a guns only destroyer Brawl season is what it looks like. First season is for Tier 6 cruisers. It starts on November 20. Take a detailed look at each Brawl season closer to this date. So there will be another article, no doubt. And mobile, there are some new truly awesome rewards for mobile players in this update. Here you go. For upgrading from the Slim to the full version of the client, the exclusive reward is the American Tier 2 Premium Cruiser Charleston M. So if anyone knows what it means by upgrading from Slim to full version of the client, let me know in the comments down below. Does that mean for people going from mobile to PlayStation version of the game or Xbox version? I'm not sure what full Slim and full version of the client is. And then for 7 days of logging, and it's not necessarily in a row, the reward is the German Tier 3 Premium Battleship Von der Tann. And there's a note here. They know a lot of you want to get your hands on her, so they'll be distributing the ship in upcoming updates to console players as well. So I guess those clients are mobile version only, is how I'm reading that. And eventually the console players will get the Tier 3 Von der Tann battleship as well. Mobile versions of Legends now also features specs and overview tabs for ships, as well as a redesigned interface for the battle type selection. Try it out now. Here's a link. Okay. New ship of the update is the Japanese legendary tier cruiser Zhao, and it has 20 fast long lance torpedoes, a high rate of fire, and a lot of damage. Legendary cruiser means business. You can gain access to her via a bureau project that will be available to pick up in the store from December 1st. So they have had a lot of different options in the store. It could be for steel badges. I think the Colbert was available for 3,000 steel badges. They've also had certain bureau projects available for 5,000 doubloons. and then 30 million silver credits. And by the way, 30 million has a value of $80 if you go and do the conversion from doubloons into silver credits. So yeah, a lot of people have a lot of silver credits laying around, and it's no big deal. But if you don't, and you need to get the silver credits to be able to get the Bureau project, that's what it would translate to. Then there are a lot of balance changes here. The Schlieffen gets a nerf, Shimakaze gets a nerf, and that's only the start. And there is a Ministry of Balance reports. There will be a video about that coming in the next few days or so. But the Schlieffen basically had its reload nerfed, and the secondaries are kind of nerfed as well. Shimakaze kind of lost some concealment. So yeah, there'll be a lot of other things in the balance reports article, but that's basically what the balance changes are for the Schlieffen and Shimakaze. Bug fixes all platforms. Fixed a bug that caused firing sounds not to play with the Pestilent Varg skin mounted. And then for console, fixed instances of incorrect depiction of newly created training rooms. Mobile fixed an incorrect depiction of Bureau projects in cases where there were not enough resources to acquire them. Other minor updates to the armor models of turrets for Elbing, Dunkirk, and Strasbourg. Ship traits have been added, and this is just a description of different ship traits. It doesn't do anything to the actual specifications of the ships affected, which are the Congress, Alaska, Graf Spee, Graf Spee B, and yeah, it's just traits that have been listed as like big guns is replaced with big inflammable, flare for piercing is replaced with big inflammable, and Hampshire had her surgical shell trait replaced with sticky shot. And we've added the ability to create permanent historical camouflages. All right, so there you go. A lot of people have been commenting that they have seen certain ships in port that had the camos displayed there, but there was no way that you can get those camouflages or create them or whatever. They're just there kind of like as a teaser. Well, here in the Ministry of Balance reports, there will be a list, and I'll probably have the list in the details of this video of the ships that can mount the historical camouflages. So look for that if that's something that interests you. But most of the new British battle cruisers that had the camos displayed, that people were kind of frustrated, commented that they saw the camos there but they couldn't create the camos. You'll be able to do that now starting with this update, and there will be a video explaining how to do that. It's time for me to update my how to create permanent camos out of disposable camos video, and now's a good time to go ahead and do that. So you can look forward to that video, that new camo video coming in the next week or two, whenever I can get to it. And you can now melt craftable camouflages down to paint. So my big question that I've asked is, what is craftable camouflages? Is that permanent camos that you have already created from disposable camos, and now you can, and say you're no longer using them because you got a permanent skin that somehow you acquired from the store. You'll never use a lot of the permanent camos that you've created. It would be nice to melt them down into paint, even if it was not the same amount of paint that it originally took to create those camos, if you know what I'm saying. So I'm not really sure what craftable camouflages is. If you know, again, leave a comment down below. I'd appreciate it. Type 1, 2, 3, and 4 camos, as well as the hunter camos, all now provide the same bonus to incoming fire dispersion and concealment, which is 4.5% for both characteristics. So that's interesting because, as I recall, the Type 1 camo had incoming fire, had maybe incoming concealment was 4.5%, and that was it. Type 2 was incoming dispersion was 4.5%, and that was it. Type 3 was 3%, and that was it. And the hunter camo was a Type 3 camo. If you look at the current hunter camos before the update, you'll see a plus minus 3% on the hunter camos. And when you would convert disposable camo type 1, 2, or 3 of the default camos, you would only be able to create, I believe it was 7 buckets of paint, 3 buckets of paint per camo is what it was. And the type 4 camos was 7 buckets of paint. So previously it would take 25 type 1, 2, or 3 camos to create a permanent grade 1 camo. And if you're confused about that, you can go look at my all about camo video that I created when I first started the channel. It's really old and dated, but I think it's still applicable. And so now all of those will provide the same bonus to incoming fire, dispersion, and concealment of 4.5% for both characteristics. So now all the camos in the game are going to be plus minus 4.5%. So, all right, that's very, very important to keep in mind if you care about that kind of a thing. I generally do. So next is the campaign menu has been visually reworked. And let me just say that a lot of the reworks that they have done to the menu system in the past several updates, I've really liked those, so I'll be interested to see how this campaign menu has been visually reworked. I do like the newer look, so it'd be nice to see that this matches that newer look. Remodeled the post-battle statistics screen appearance. Take a look for yourself. All right, I guess we're going to have to do that. Choose your favorite content this update and turn the tide. All right, well, that is it for the November update for 2023, all in black. As always, let me know what you think down below. This is the Jaguar, and I'll see you on the high seas. Thanks for watching. Hit subscribe if you like it.